is now up to you, gentlemen, to show that we were right to trust you." So King Baudouin of Belgium declared in the Congolese capital of Leopoldville, present-day Kinshasa, on June 30, 1960. It was a handover ceremony. The Belgian Congo would henceforth belong to the Congolese people. Decades later, Baudouin's condescension remains startling. His great-great-uncle Leopold II had overseen what was then called the Congo Free State as his personal fiefdom, and established a system of exploitation that was monstrous even by colonial standards. But by 1960, the Belgian government could no longer ignore the wave of anti-imperialist movements that had swept much of the continent. Now the 29-year-old monarch told the crowd, made up of new Congolese citizens, Belgian officials and dignitaries from around the world, that independence would be achieved not through the immediate satisfaction of simple pleasures, but through work. Baudouin was followed in the speaking order by Joseph Kasavubu, independent Congo's president, a relatively ceremonial role, though nobody really remembers what he said. It was Patrice Lumumba, Congo's prime minister, who left an impression when he rose to speak next. A slim, enigmatic man, Lumumba was the most important politician in the country, and the one whom the Belgians were most concerned about. Lumumba's remarks were clearly a direct reply to Baudouin's. He ticked through the daily humiliations of life for black Africans in the Belgian Congo, and recalled the violence visited upon his people. And then, his voice rising, he told his countrymen, "We who suffered in our bodies and hearts from colonialist oppression, we say to you out loud, from now on all that is over." 7 months later, Lumumba was murdered, brought down by a combination of Congolese politicians and Belgian advisors, with the tacit support of the United States and the malign neglect of the United Nations. The crisis that then engulfed Congo, impossibly complex, increasingly brutal, ended with the 3-decade rule of Joseph Désiré Mobutu, a one-time Lumumba ally who went on to govern as a ruthless Western client. Mobutu's bloody final months in the 1990s were followed by an even more brutal war between Congo and its neighbors, which left millions dead. The death of Lumumba was a signal moment of both the Cold War and decolonization, two defining events of the post-1945 world.